Hi guys, my name's Jaffe and I have PTSD. I am struggling today, but I wanted to make this video just to not only illustrate the real struggles with PTSD, but to also hopefully give me a little bit of therapy, because making these videos and getting my thoughts out of my head, it does help me. Today I'm struggling with a lot of things at once. I'll give you a little background. I I figured out that I really need a routine, but it's very difficult, or it has been very difficult, to get up in the morning in enough time to be up before everyone else and start that routine and have that quiet time in the morning. Because if I've figured out that if I don't have that in the morning, then it is so much harder for me to function. So there's that. And I've been having trouble just waking up in the morning. It's like I cannot get up. I'll sleep through hours and hours of alarms, and it's just very difficult to get up for me now, which is not a problem that I had before. Not like to this extent. I've never slept through 3 or 4 hours of alarms before. So it may be part of my medications. I don't know. It also may be just the new me, post nervous breakdown. But so it's been hard for me to get anything done. I've had some other outside stresses that don't help, but this past week I felt like I've been paralyzed, that I can't really get anything done. I want to get things done so badly. It's very frustrating to be just partially functional after having been able to be such a superwoman. This is so frustrating for me. Um, being completely non-functional, I can accept. Being completely functional, yeah, I can accept. But in between is like torture for me. So anyway, struggling with that, and just learning myself, because every day is completely different. And I've got to develop an arsenal of tools to be able to help me, because every day is different. Every hour is different. What I need and how I feel and what I can handle and what I can get done. So that is something else I'm struggling with. I'm also struggling with medications, and all of these tie in together. I'm trying to find what medications I need to function. And with these kind of medications, you've got to wait days or weeks, or just get used to the side effects. Like with antidepressants specifically, you have to wait weeks before you know how or if it's even going to work for you. And sometimes I've had the experience of I'd be on it for 2 months, maybe 3 months, and do okay, and then it just stops working. So this is a time consuming process, and I don't have the luxury of time. I'm a single mom. I've got a toddler to take care of, a rambunctious, oh my gosh, he's got so much energy. Rambunctious, athletic, intelligent, ornery, beautiful little child that, oh gosh, he's the love of my life. one of the loves of my life. I have another, um, I have another heart kid, I like to say. Another kid in my heart. She's not my biological kid, but I love her to death in the same way that I love the one that came out of my tummy. So anyway, I gotta be a mom. I gotta take care of my family, my friends, my animals. You know, I have a life that I used to be Superwoman at, or at least as close as I could get to Superwoman. And that's another thing I'm struggling with. So I've got deadlines. I got bills to pay. I've got to find a new place to live. And there are days I can't even function enough to search the classifieds. It's so frustrating. I'm very motivated. I want to do this. I want to be able to take care of my family. It's frustrating to not know if I'm really capable of doing it. I mean, I think I can. I just haven't figured out how yet. And I gotta figure out how to be this new, different version of me and still be a responsible adult the way I want to be, the way I want to do it, which is to the absolute best of my ability and thrive. That's what I expect of myself. And it's frustrating just having this whole reality change and not knowing how to make it work yet. I mean, I'm on disability. It's a whopping, $500 a month or so? It's hard to live on $500 a month, especially when you struggle to function anyway. I gotta develop a lot of new skills. This is the hardest thing I've ever gone through. And I know I can't do it by myself. If I was by myself, I don't even want to think about where I would be. But I realized right away after my nervous breakdown that I can't function the way I used to. It was instant and it didn't go away. I started telling everyone around me. I'm not sure if they believed me right away or not, but I started saying, look, I'm having a problem. I can't function. This is not good. I'm anxious all the time. Scared to death all day long, and I'm trying to function through that. It's a challenge. It really is. I know I can do it. It's just, I want to do it faster. I want to get better faster. I got shit to do, people. I'm sure you understand. But anyway, so I forgot to take my medicines last night. I was just so tired that I passed out without taking my medicine. So I'm dealing with allergy issues because I have bad allergies as well. I'm dealing with emotional issues. That's the other thing I gotta tell you guys, that it's as hard as it is to go through this process of finding medications. You've got to do it right to take care of yourself properly. Follow your doctor, your nurse, your therapist, whoever you're talking to. Follow their directions. Trust them that they know what is best for you. And be honest about the side effects and what's going on. I'm kind of lucky in that regard because I have no filter now. So it takes way too much brain energy to lie. So I'm just not capable of it anymore. So even though it may be rude or inappropriate or angry or whatever, you know what I'm saying is my honest truth right now. That's one kind of, I guess, bittersweet bonus. I mean, I like being honest. I also don't like hurting people's feelings. So anyway, I am honest about what's going on with me. And I forgot to take my meds last night, and this is the result. My emotions are all over the place. And it hasn't even been 24 hours yet. I don't, it's been maybe, I don't know, 12 hours or so. My concept of time is quite different than it used to be, too. So I regularly don't know what time it is or what day it is without looking at my phone. But, medications are not something you want to mess with. Because even just getting off your schedule a little bit can have devastating consequences. I was having some mood swings earlier today that literally I was ready to murder someone. And that's not normal for me. So it's... now I gotta wait until tonight to get back on my proper meds and then see if I'm back on track tomorrow. But anyway, it's sorry if I'm sniffling. So I'm having allergies, mood swings, my stomach's upset. I don't want to eat. I'm just like, I just want to like crawl in a hole and be by myself. Which, I mean, that's okay to do for a little while, but you can't live there. So, especially with a toddler running around. I'm lucky I have a few minutes right now to myself. But, anyway, I digress, and I have lost my train of thought. Which is also something else I struggle with. Memory issues. My mind is still there. I find that it is much slower than it used to be. Sometimes I have trouble getting words. I know exactly what I want to say, but I can't get it to make the journey to my mouth. So it's talking on the phone is difficult sometimes. Talking in general is difficult sometimes. But yeah, I feel self-conscious about talking to people or meeting new people or even talking on the phone. I'd much rather talk in person because I feel like I can get my point across better in person and with gestures, as I like to do. Oh, sorry, you can see my at-home manicure needs some help. But anyway, it's all part of learning the new me, and I hope I can help somebody else out there that you're not alone. I mean, I'm sure other people have different symptoms than me that they struggle with, and this is just my journey, and I hope that by sharing it, I can help someone else, because I know I can get through this. I just got to remind myself every day, it's hard work, and you can't get through something like this without a little bit of hard work and discipline. I mean, clearly I'm not capable of hard work 24/7, but this is hard mental work. Where the things for me mentally used to be, I used to be very quick mentally and have no problems there and usually be way ahead of everyone else in things that I have processed and logicked through and problem solving. I mean, at heart, I'm a problem solver. At heart and at mind. So I'm trying to use all my tools at my disposal. And, like I said before. I know I repeat myself. I apologize for that. But it's another one of these symptoms. But I really hope I'm helping myself today. I'm trying to help myself, trying whatever I can, trying something different. The past week or so, when I've felt yucky or just not motivated or bad or whatever, I didn't make any videos. But I think this needs to be part of my new routine, is to try to do a video blog as often as possible. I'm still thinking of what kind of frequency is going to work the best. I'm thinking maybe 3 times a week if I can, or just as often as I can. I want to try to fit that into my morning routine, or maybe have a backup afternoon slot. Or, I mean, the lovely thing about modern technology is I can just pull out my phone wherever I am and talk, which helps me greatly because schedules are not easy for me right now. Other people's schedules and making plans, because this is a minute by minute struggle for me. So making plans, I mean, you know, doctor's appointments, I have to. That's something I gotta do, and I try to make that a routine so that it is easier. But it's important to me to help myself, because other people depend on me, and I depend on myself too to take care of myself. So it's important, in order to be able to thrive, not only survive, but thrive and be happy in my life, all aspects of my life. I need this. So, you know, it's a cool thing, a cool idea that God gave me to do this thing that is going to be so helpful for myself, and hopefully help as many other people as possible, because we're all on this planet together. Oh gosh, please don't get me started on politics. One of these days, I pray we all wake up and realize that we are all the same species, living on the same planet, that countries don't mean anything. We all live here together. You know, it doesn't matter what color you are, what intelligence, or your location, or anything. We're all human beings. This is all God's creation. And we need to just take care of each other. It's ridiculous. Anyway, don't get me started. I don't want to get off on that tangent, because that'll be another, 20-minute soapbox. So anyway, I'm starting to learn how to direct my tangents a little better, so that is an improvement. The ADD thing is interesting. I've been diagnosed with ADD as well, so that's a new medication I'm trying out, and it's after being on the medication, it's clear to me that I needed it, because when I come down off of it is such a difference between mental function and distractibility and focus. So yeah, that is one piece of the puzzle that, yeah, I believe we're moving in the right direction. I'm not sure my dosage is right, but that's a completely different medication to get used to. I've had a little bit of experience with antidepressants before, so I kind of knew what to expect there. But yeah, this is a new ride, and I'm trying to make it more of a lazy boat ride instead of a roller coaster. just a little easier of a ride with these medications. I apologize, my nose is running. Is learning how to use them responsibly, figure out the dosage that is correct for me, and in combination with all these other medications I need to be on, especially when I have trouble remembering things and focusing, and I can't thrive without routine, and I'm still figuring out how to do it, but it's a slow process, but I am learning. I love learning. That is my one true passion in life, is just learning. Oh man. I mean, I've got a few passions that are up there, but the one thing that drives all of them is learning. And just certain things, because I mean, I'm the type of person that can be fascinated by almost anything. I'm fascinated by God's creation and man's creation. Just the things that we are capable of and the things that we are discovering. It's just so cool. I want to learn more and more and more. But anyway, the greatest learning I'm starting to have is myself, learning myself, because I have changed. I mean, I'm still the basic me, but I'm a completely different version of me now after this nervous breakdown. I gotta relearn myself, and that's what life is all about for me, is knowing myself and feeling confident enough in myself to then go out and have fun in the world and feel good and take care of my family and do the stuff I want. I can't do any of that without first learning myself. So that's where I am today. I thought I wanted to talk about something else, but to be honest, I can't remember it right now. So that's me on today, that I'm struggling. It is Sunday. I'm not sure what day it is. Date, I think it's in the teens, 19 or so. I can usually logic my way through to some things. It's just slowly. My brain's a little slow. But I hope to see you guys next time, and I hope I was able to help. Love you guys. Bye.